Y'all, just picked up this motor for free. Let me tell you all about it. So this here 135 horsepower fuel injected 4-stroke engine is blown. Unfortunately, it doesn't run. But a really nice guy, a family friend of ours, Steve. Steve, if you're listening, I certainly appreciate it. He just gave this to me. He blew it, and he bought a new boat and a new motor for his own. Looks like he was taking pretty good care of it. Everything in here looks pretty great, except for the fact that the engine's blown. So yeah, a family friend, a neighbor named Steve, was talking to my dad one day and knew that I was flipping boats and said, you know, I've got an engine sitting up somewhere and it's, you know, it's just at this boat store if your son wants to go grab it. I was like, well, heck yeah, I'll go grab it. So the original plan was to try and actually salvage this. I'm gonna leave the saran wrap on it for now. What's up, dude? So the original plan was to actually rebuild that engine and buy a new block for it, put in a lot of man hours, a lot of extra money, a couple $1,000, and then put it on this boat, which basically would turn this boat from a, you know, $3,000 or $4,000 boat into like a $7,000 boat. After talking to the boat mechanics who typically work on Yamahas and Mercuries, these guys were like, dude, I won't even mess with this engine because it's Honda specific, and they're just like, there's gonna be way too many variables and things that you don't know about that Honda engine. So it really needs to be done by a professional. It needs to be done by a Honda mechanic. Apparently there's only one around here. It's going to be very expensive, so that's why essentially I have a free engine, because Steve knew how expensive that was going to be. All right, so plan B is going to be sell this thing for parts. We're going to take out this pin here and remove this. This whole power tilt assembly is worth about $800, so hopefully that's what we get for that. And this one looks like it's in great condition. We're probably going to leave the lower unit hooked up, but obviously this is another major part when you sell things for parts. This one doesn't look so good as far as the paint goes, but I'm pretty sure that I can get another $800 for that. The actual motor bracket and motor assembly look like the paint is perfect on it, and it looks like it's in really good condition, so I can probably get some money for that. I can obviously sell the upper cowling and the lower cowlings. Not exactly sure how much I'll get for them. They're not in great shape. They're in pretty bad shape. This black stuff probably won't even come off with the pressure washer. This the paint's all chipped off and looks like crud. I'm not doing any work to this, however, though. This is I'm gonna sell it how it is. And then on the inside, I suppose there are gonna be some parts as well. I'm not exactly who's gonna want some used electronic parts like solenoids and stuff like that, but I mean, all this stuff is sound, the air cooler, and I don't even know what these parts are called, but there's a lot to a 4-stroke engine, so I guess I'm just going to take it apart one piece at a time. Alright, so I've been driving around for about a week with this motor in the back of my truck, and I had about 3 people ask me, how am I going to get this massive motor out of the truck? And actually, it's a pretty good question, so I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do it. So y'all take a look. Hopefully this is helpful and y'all can watch what I'm doing. All right, this 135 Honda is in here on a pallet. They put this on a forklift, and it's a heavy motor, so it's not like just 2 guys can grab this thing. I'm gonna hook up a strap here. And then we're gonna attach this strap to the pole here. All right, I'm gonna go about 1 more foot. All right, now I've got the motor essentially on the tailgate. We're going to use this here motor hoist that we got from Harbor Freight for, I think, around 200 bucks. All right, so now I'm going to untape the top of the cowling from the bottom, so that way I can attach it to the hook, which is up under here. So this big hook here hanging out of the saran wrap is the mounting bracket. So I'm going to hook that to our chain over here, or that's the goal anyway. So I'm just going to try and maneuver the motor a little more. Then it's just a matter of cranking this little thing until this guy's up in the air. See if this goes right. Hopefully it doesn't topple and hurt me. We're gonna stitch all over here so you can see. There you go, from the back of a pickup truck on a pallet with the top end facing the cab to on a engine hoist, and nobody got hurt. Well, thanks guys. All right guys, well hopefully that helped out. Y'all have good luck on your projects, and until next time, y'all remember to stay safe out there so you can return home still alive.